Hi guys, welcome to my channel for another video. If you have not seen my previous video, so please check the description and click on the link to see the video. In this video, we will go ahead and talk about model state validation, and we will try to find out if our model state is valid or not, and then how to figure it out. Okay, so you do see my project is running, and I'm on a login page action, right? And then I put a debug point over here. So you put a debug point, and you do see that we are on a login page, right? So whenever we put our email ID and then the password, right? We can see we are able to log in. Okay, so I just click on it and I do see we able to log in. And if I go click there and I can see my username is there and I have a option to log out. So we in our last video we implement logout functionality. If you haven't seen it, you can go back and see it. Okay, so I'll click on logout again and it route to me home page. So let's go click on login. In this time we just put email, but we're not going to put password. So I'll go ahead and click submit and see what happened. Okay, so when I click submit, it came to our login action post method, right? Let me go click on down and then click on. Now we do see a exception right there. Okay, so you see exception and we are not able to do anything. So that means we did not handle the exception. You can see we did not handle the model state valid exception. So let me go ahead, stop the project. Okay, I will go and validate it now. So let's go into a login function, do if condition. I'll put model state dot is valid. Okay, so here I'll put a bracket. I'll just copy this and then put it inside that, and then we're not going to have else condition. Remove this else condition because we don't need it. If model state or result is failed, it will come to here anyway, so we don't need a else statement here. Okay, so now we put a checkpoint to check if model state is valid. If not, if valid, then it will come to over here, then it will check the password valid or not. If not valid, then it you see it will fail over here, then it come back to here. And then also make sure you do check your logout on failure is false, because if you put username incorrectly or the password is incorrect, then it will log the user to log in for the next time. Okay, so make sure you put it on false if it is true there. So now I'm going to run the project and test it. So go ahead, I'm going to running it, and we'll see we're not going to fill out anything on our login page, on the login page. So go to login. Again, just put your email. I'll go click on submit, and we are over here now. Check what we are receiving from the view. So we see we are receiving only our email as we put it, but we didn't put the password, so that's why it is not coming through. It is showing a null. So here I'll go down. You see, now it said false. You see, it said false because it is not getting the value for the password. So if you go model state, click there, click on result value, it said the email is valid, and then it is saying password is invalid, and also you see it's saying our login status is also invalid. So why do we have these three properties over here? If you go and open login view model classes, go there all the way down. I'm gonna go open login view model classes, and in the, we have three properties, right? So this is required. I mean, the email is required and data type is email address. So if we put the email ID in the field, and if it is not matching the email address, right, it failed to match, then it will throw model state invalid message. Okay, and if we do not put password, right, then it will also throw model state invalid, and it also saying it is required, and also it has some kind criteria to meet the password requirement. Let's say the password requirement is one uppercase, and then one special character, and then your password should be at least 6 character, right? So if it does not meet that criteria, then it will also throw a model state invalid message, right? And also if you see here, this is saying login status, right? So by default on .NET 7, we if we do not assign this as a empty, this then it will model state will take it as a required value, right? So what we have to do, we have to say the login status can be null. So I'm gonna stop my project here, okay, and then I'll put question mark right after string. So now it means this login status can be null. So then whenever we submitting a form, right, then model state know these properties we can get as a null. So it will not throw exception. So now run it again. Just wait, let it load. Go ahead, click on login, put your email, do not put anything. So this time it will not the throw unhandled exception page as we are now handling it, right? We are validating it. If not validate, we'll go again route to a login page. Let's go click on here. What we are getting only email address. So here model state, check the result value, and now you do see the email and then the password only, because we mark over here that login status can be null. So that's why we are not seeing in the model state validation under the model state validation properties. You see, now we only seeing invalid because the password we did not provide. Okay, so now I'm gonna go click OK. So it route to me here again. So let me type it. I'll go type the password now. Okay, click on submit. Let's go down, check if we are receiving correctly. Yes, we are. So let's see if model state is valid. Yes, you can see the model state is now valid. If you also go there and check the result and see, both are saying the validate. Okay, so now we go click on continue. So this is the way we can find out how to validate the model state. So here one small thing I also want to do, I do see here, I'm going to go log out again. So go to login page. So now we are on our login page. So what we would like to do, if user do not fill out the email address, or if they fill out the email address with invalid strings, so what we want to validate it from the client side, because we do not want our backend to validate it. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So if let's say I put something else like this without putting email, right? So I want to display a message here saying invalid email, or if they do not put password, I'll put also say put valid message. There should be alert on the bottom saying that invalid. So let me click on submit and show you how it looks. So here I click submit and you see, please enter a valid email address. The password field is required. So to do that, I'll go open login page. Let's make it bigger. Okay, here you do see our form, right? Under the form here, we'll go ahead and type deep. Okay, here I'll put something like ASP validation summary, which equal to model only. Okay, I'll do model only here, and then I'll put also class, which is equal to text danger. Okay, I think we had built this for our registration page as well. So if you do see how we did our registration validation, front-end validation, it will make clear to you again. Okay, but this is another practice for you. So here I'll type span, and that should be SP validation for. Should be email. Okay, and then I'll do same thing for password as well. But for the password, I'll just have span, and then I do ASP validation, and then this validation is for password. Okay, password, then I'll put class as text danger, and this is also should be same text danger. Okay, so we had included this line over here, and then we included this line over here, and then this line for the password. And here we need to also include our section. Okay, we'll type section here. It should be section for script. Okay, so type scripts. Here we'll put a wait, and we also need to put @ sign outside of that. And then here I'll put html dot render partial async bracket. Then we just have to copy the name. So copy the name of that CSTML file. Okay, and then close it. So I just copy the name for this CSTML file, right? And then I put it over here. So now we add the validation. So we'll go ahead and check if we now able to stop it on login page and not sending to our to our post function for login. So let's save, refresh the page, and then see, we do see the message over here, the email field is required, and it is not coming to our post function. Again, I'm gonna put this and then submit again. See, it is stop on the front page but did not call to our login function page, the login function methods over here. Okay, thank you for watching the video. See you in the next tutorial. Please do share, like, and subscribe the channel. Thank you. Bye.